Hello dear friends, I am Violetta from Crafting with VioVio. This video tutorial is for one of these Christmas bubbles from my new collection, Christmas Jewels. Most of these bubbles are made in regular crochet technique. I use Twister solid yarn from Hobbii.com for my bubbles and a 2mm hook. I don't know how much yarn goes for each bubble, I just know that I made more than 20 bubbles using only 2 skeins of yarn. You can use any other sport weight yarn or crochet thread number 3. I use plastic balls to fill my bubbles, they are 3 inches in diameter. You can also use styrofoam balls or you can use water balloons and stiffen your bubbles with starch or glue, but I don't have a tutorial for that. All the patterns are available in my Ravelry store, the link is below this video. The patterns come with written instructions, photo tutorials and video tutorials. And now, let's get started. First round, please make a magic ring and then 12 single crochets into the magic ring. I do it this way. It's called a slip ring, so put yarn around the hook like this, pull yarn through this loop and make a chain stitch. It's like working a slip knot, but do not tighten this first loop. We're going to work into it. Bring this tail up, like to close this circle, and work 12 single crochets into this circle. So 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry for this squeaking. I don't know what caused it. So 6, then 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 11th and the 12th stitch I'm going to work over this yarn tail. So 12 single crochets. Close this round with a slip stitch into the first single crochet at the beginning of this round. And the first round is done. Round 2, start with the chain stitch and then a single crochet into the same stitch into which you closed the previous round. So single crochet, then chain 3 and skip 1 stitch and then repeat single crochet into the next. So it will be the second stitch from the last one, then chain 3, skip 1 stitch, single crochet, chain 3, skip 1 stitch, then single crochet, chain 3, skip 1 stitch, single crochet. So like this 6 times around this round. We need to have 6 petals. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then chain 6 and close this round with a slip stitch into the first single crochet at the beginning of this round, like this. So the second round is done. Third round, please make a chain stitch and start working into the first chain 3 space. Work 2 single crochet stitches, then chain 12. Make this chain not too tight, okay? You need to be able to work into these stitches afterwards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. And now we're going to work back onto this chain stitch into the 6th chain from the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So work into this chain stitch and then continue working 5 more single crochets along this chain. 4, 5 and 6 single crochets. Okay, so this is what we have now. We have this loop here like this and then 6 single crochets. And then work 2 more single crochets into the same chain 3 space. Okay, like this. Then continue the same pattern, 2 single crochets into the next chain 3 space, chain 12, Then single crochet into the 6th chain from the bottom of the chain, from the beginning of the chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So into this one, work 6 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then 2 more single crochets into the same chain space. And now please continue this pattern 4 more times and join with a slip stitch into the first single crochet of this round, and then you can fasten off and cut the yarn. Round 4. Let us start working into the first single crochet of the previous round, the one into which you closed the previous round. Okay, so insert the hook into this single crochet, join with the slip stitch, and then work a single crochet into the same stitch and fold these yarn tails and work over them to enclose them into the next couple of stitches. So single crochet, then skip the next single crochet and work 6 single crochets into the loops of these chain stitches. So 6 single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 'It's a little bit tight, 4, 5, and 6. Then work a half double crochet into this ring, then 10 double crochet stitches. Oops. 1, sorry, then 10 double crochet stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Then a half double crochet, and then 6 single crochets down these 6 single crochets of the previous round. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then skip this stitch and work into the second single crochet of these 2 single crochets on this side. Okay, so this is the pattern for this round. Let's do it one more time. Single crochet into the first single crochet of this group of stitches in the next chain space, then skip 1 stitch, work 6 single crochets up this chain stitch, up this chain, sorry. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oops, yarn split. Then half double crochet, 10 double crochets into the same ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Then a half double crochet, and then 6 single crochets into the next 6 single crochets of the previous round. 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, then skip a stitch and work into the second single crochet on this side of these stitches on this chain space. Okay, and continue the same pattern 4 more times. So this round is almost done, and to close it we're going to use a invisible join. So we're gonna cut the yarn and use a needle. Where's my needle? So pull this yarn out of this loop, thread it into a needle, then insert the needle into the first single crochet stitch at the beginning of this round, then back into the last single crochet stitch and tighten. Okay, now we have a pretty join, and now you're going to weave this yarn tail into the back of the stitches. Oops. Back and forth a couple of times. And you see, we worked over these yarn tails, so no need to weave them in right now. We just cut them, and we can continue working on round number 5. Round 5 is worked with yarn color A. Make a slip knot on the hook, and we will start with a standing double crochet into the first half double crochet of this group of stitches in the ring. Okay, so double crochet into the first half post double crochet, then chain 1, then 11 more times double crochet, chain 1. So we did 1, then double crochet into the next stitch, chain 1, double crochet into the next stitch, chain 1, and then more, so let me see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11, now 12, so chain 1, and then double crochet into the first single crochet right here. Okay, like this. And then we're going to work a double crochet into the next half post double crochet on the next petal, then chain 1, and continue working double crochets around this group of double crochets and half post double crochet. Chain stitch and a double crochet into the first single crochet, and then we're gonna skip all these single crochets and work into the half post double crochet on the next petal, and like this 4 more times. This round is done, and we're going to join with the same method as we did in the previous round. Pull this yarn out of this loop, thread it into a tapestry needle, then insert the needle into the first double crochet, then back into the last double crochet, and weave the ends into the stitches like this, and then cut the yarn. You can do the same with this one and with this yarn tail, and then we're gonna work on the last round, round number 6. Round 6, and in this round we're gonna work with yarn color B, and we will start with a standing stitch. So you need to make a slip knot on the hook, and the first stitch will be a double crochet 2 together made into the 11th and the 3rd single double crochet of the previous round. So yarn over, hook into the 11th double crochet on this petal, Do not finish this double crochet, leave 2 loops on the hook, then yarn over, hook around the post of the third double crochet of the next petal, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, then yarn over, pull through 3 loops. And now we have this standing double crochet 2 together stitch. Then chain 2 and work a back post double crochet, then chain 2, back post double crochet, chain 2, back post double crochet, like this, 7 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And here we're going to work a back post double crochet 2 together, so into this next stitch and then into the third on the next petal. So the first double crochet, second, finish them together like this, then continue chain 2, back post double crochet 7 times. And now we have one piece that is completely finished, all the 6 rounds are done, and on this one only 5 rounds are finished, and we're going to make the 6th round while joining the 2 pieces together. So we will start the same way with a slip knot on the hook, then 2 back post double crochets together into the 11th and 3rd double crochet on these 2 petals. So in the 3rd, then chain 1, back post double crochet, then chain 2, back post double crochet, chain 2, back post double crochet, and here we're going to join both pieces together. We're going to chain 1 and then slip stitch into any of these petals into the 3rd chain 2 space. Okay, so this is the 1st, 2nd and 3rd chain 2 spaces right here. We're going to slip stitch into this chain, then chain 1, continue working back post double crochet on your 2nd half of the bubble, then chain 1, slip stitch into the next chain stitch on the other side, then chain 1 and continue working back post double crochet, then chain 2, back post double crochet, you see, chain 2, back post double crochet, then chain 1 and then 2 back post double crochets together into the 11th and the 3rd double crochets. So you see we made this join and we'll continue like this. Let's do it one more time. Chain stitch, then back post double crochet into the next double crochet, chain 2, back post double crochet, chain 2, back post double crochet, then chain 1, slip stitch into the 3rd chain 2 space on the other side, chain 1, back post double crochet into the next stitch, chain 1, slip stitch into the next chain 2 space, chain 1, back post double crochet, chain 2, back post double crochet, chain 2, back post double crochet, chain 1 and then 2 back post double crochets together. So continue working until the last join on the last petal. Okay, now we can insert the plastic ball inside this bubble and finish joining these 2 petals. So into here the 3rd chain 2 space, Now chain 1, back post, double crochet, and chain 1, slip stitch into the next chain space, chain 1, and finish working back post double crochet stitches on this side. It's not really comfortable, but the result is worth it. It's worth the pain. So one more chain stitch, and then we're going to join. Oops, there is a knot on this yarn. And then we're going to join with this first 2 double crochets together stitch. We're going to cut the yarn. We cut this little thing here. Pull it out of this loop. So we're going to use this join, this invisible join, as we did on the other side. I hope this little knot here will not be in the way. So insert the loop. So insert the needle into the first double crochets together, and then back into the last chain stitch and the last double crochet. Pull. Now grab this yarn tail from the beginning. You can make a knot, then continue weaving these ends in. And this last bubble from my collection of Christmas jewel bubbles is finished. Please let me know if you like it. Please let me know which design you prefer. I really hope that you like this video tutorial. Please give it a like. Please subscribe to my channel. Please follow me on Facebook and on Instagram. Share your pictures, and happy crocheting!